Hey science enthusiasts! Today, I'm diving into a mind-bending concept that could change the way we understand gravity itself. Ever heard of the three-body problem? It's a classic conundrum in physics where predicting the motion of three gravitationally interacting bodies becomes a chaotic nightmare. But what if I told you there's a new theory that tames this chaos? Enter the Whirlpool Theory of Gravity. First, let's break down the three-body problem. When you have two bodies like the Earth and the Moon, gravity's pretty straightforward. You can predict their motion with neat equations, but throw in a third body, and things get wild. The paths become unpredictable, and tiny changes in starting conditions can lead to vastly different outcomes. It's like trying to predict where three cats will go after you open a can of tuna. Chaos. But here's where it gets fascinating. The Whirlpool Theory of Gravity flips the script. Instead of thinking of gravity as a force, it reimagines it as a flow within a field-like medium. Imagine space itself as a kind of fluid, and massive objects create whirlpools within this fluid. These whirlpools guide the motion of smaller objects not through direct force but through the flow paths in the medium. Think of it like this: if you've ever seen leaves floating in a river, they get pulled along by the currents. Similarly, in the whirlpool theory, planets and stars move along the currents created by these gravitational whirlpools. This dynamic interaction stabilizes their motion, making the whole system much more predictable. So how does this help with the chaotic three-body problem? In traditional Newtonian physics, the gravitational forces between three bodies create an infinite number of possible interactions, leading to chaos. But in the whirlpool theory, each object creates a vortex. When these vortices interact, their flow fields merge and evolve toward a dynamic equilibrium. Instead of chaos, you get a self-stabilizing system, much like synchronized whirlpools in a fluid. This fluid-like behavior imposes resistance to abrupt changes, meaning orbits become stable and predictable over time. It's a bit like how whirlpools in a stream will eventually settle into a steady pattern. The whirlpool theory suggests that gravity works the same way, reducing the chaotic divergence we see in classical three-body systems. Now let's compare this to other models. In Newtonian gravity you have forces acting at a distance, leading to chaos. General relativity improves things by describing gravity as the curvature of space-time, but it still struggles with non-linear systems. The whirlpool theory, on the other hand, uses vortex flows within a spatial medium, offering a stabilizing, self-regulating interaction. What does this mean for science? First, it predicts that systems usually modeled as chaotic will show stable behavior over long periods when analyzed through this new lens. Second, gravitational anomalies like Lagrangian points can be better understood using vortex flow principles. And third, interferometric measurements might reveal structured flow patterns in space, similar to vortex rings in fluids. In conclusion, the whirlpool theory offers a revolutionary way to look at gravity. By modeling it as a fluid dynamic process, it resolves the instabilities of the three-body problem and opens up new possibilities for understanding motion, gravity, and space-time. Who knew that taming chaos could be as simple as going with the flow? Alright, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the whirlpool theory of gravity, hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing science content. Stay curious, my friends, and keep exploring the wonders of the universe.